Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team, and this is a brand new product, Xiaomi's first TV for India. Yes, they're getting into a brand new category and they are launching this, the 55-inch Mi TV 4. Which was just recently showcased. It's not available globally. In fact, it's available in China, but it is now being launched in India in this size only. If you can see some scanning lines in the video, don't worry about that. The camera picks that up, but it's not visible to the human eye. So we thought we'd give you this quick overview of the TV. And a look at the interface, things like the remote. So here's the remote that comes with this TV. It's a Bluetooth remote with very few buttons on it. There's a direction pad, volume up and down, and just 4 other buttons. You don't need to point it. It's Bluetooth, so you can just even operate it in your pocket. You can see that the bezels, I'm guessing you can see quite easily now that the bezels on the TV are really thin on 3 sides. Just the bottom is a little bit thicker, that houses the electronics, the down firing speakers, things like that. And we thought we'd give you a quick look at the interface. So let me just get the lights and show you what the interface looks like. So the screensaver, these nice images happen on their own once you leave the TV idle for some time. But this is what the home screen looks like. You can scroll down obviously and look at the apps and the content that is populated by various providers. You can switch between these various heads on top. As you can no doubt tell that the interface is quite fluid and pretty fast as well. And you can easily choose from any of these movies, start streaming instantly. Yes, there is a little bit of content partnership going on here, so there is content that you will need to either subscribe to or pay rent for individually, but this content is populated automatically. The apps, so this is an Android based system. They call it Patchwall. The reason behind Patchwall, twofold. Of course, all of this, it's like a wall of different sizes. All these wallpapers, all these icons can be different sizes, and also it can patch you through and connect to any set-top box that you're using, and therefore you can actually control the set-top box and view the entire program guide on the TV itself just using the Xiaomi's TV remote itself. You don't need to use any other remote. You can switch your channels, view content, everything through the patch wall itself. Now, one other thing I'd like to show you. Obviously it has USB, and this is a 4K panel, so you can play 4K video content. Granted, we are still catching up in that regard, but it does natively support 4K content. I've plugged in a USB drive with some 4K content. I can show you that right now, and we can just immediately it starts playing. This is 4K HDR content, so really takes advantage of the panel that they've given. Alright, and also additional wallpaper, things like that. These are really high-res images. As you can see, they load up quite fast. You can even zoom into them. Here's another example. This is an HDR image. There's an adaptive backlighting going on, so possibly you can tell that the backlight adjusts to give you darker blacks as it detects the scene. So that's as far as the USB is concerned. Obviously you can also switch to other sources that you have. For instance, there's a Amazon Fire TV stick connected here, and you have all your various content. The Fire TV stick is plugged into the HDMI. It's also drawing power from a USB port There are two USB ports, so you can use one of them to give power to something like a Fire TV stick, while the other one works for your content. One of those ports is a USB 3 port, by the way. So back to the TV's interface, and you can see the speed once again. You can switch different apps over here. All of these are pre-installed, save for the three apps that you can see on the bottom: the Aptoid, which is an app store in itself, the Puffin browser, and the ES File Explorer have been installed, while all the others, including the YouTube, come pre-installed with the TV. Also, you do get wireless screen sharing, so you can mirror your Android phone wirelessly to the TV. No additional software is required, and more software support, things like Amazon Prime Video, will be coming soon, very soon after the launch. Now coming to the pricing, there is only going to be one, and so far we don't have a confirmation, 100% confirmation on the price yet, but all indications point to a killer pricing of rupees 40,000, or maybe between 40 to 45,000 rupees for this TV, for the 55-inch 4K smart TV Android patch wall by Xiaomi. So this is going to be a great price if they actually manage to get it at 40,000 for the 55-inch. And we don't have any indication of any other sizes launching at the moment, but hopefully there will be other sizes. For instance, there's a 65-inch Xiaomi Mi TV, which has a separate sound bar, which gives you much better sound. Now in itself, this TV has adequate sound. It has two speakers for a total of 8 watts, so fairly comparable to any other regular TV in the market. Obviously a sound bar is a whole other level, but this is adequate sound for the size and the slimness. In fact, this TV is incredibly slim when viewed from the side. It is just 4.9 millimeters, so even less than the thickness of a regular smartphone, and that's how thin it is. Just the lower half, maybe 1/3 of it, has the electronics, which is a little thicker, but yes, it is really nice to look at. So that's as far as the overview of the Xiaomi Mi TV and the patch wall interface is concerned. If you have any more questions, do reach out to us via email or Twitter or in the comments below.